if the Jets decide to keep Sam Darnold, if he has 1 or 2 3-and-outs, or he has a bad turnover in that first game, they are going to boo him out of the stadium, and they are going to boo him mercifully to be benched. And that's a risk that I think if you're the New York Jets, I think it would be better for both parties to go their separate ways. Let Sam have a fresh start new with a new quarterback. Because let's face it, if Sam makes 1 or 2 mistakes in that first game, and look, we've seen it. Forget the coaching. The coaching's been terrible, but Sam still does make bad mistakes with the football, with throwing interceptions and missing wideouts with his completion percentage. If he goes 3-and-out, he's going to get booed. And the problem is this: if the Jets pass on a Zach Wilson or a Justin Fields, or they don't trade for Deshaun Watson, and next year's rookie quarterback class is garbage from what we're seeing and hearing, there's going to be a big problem. Because now the Jets are thinking to themselves, oh my God, we want to give this kid another chance. He sucked. Now what do? Now we have nowhere to turn. And this is a risk we cannot afford. I think it's best for both parties to just go their separate ways.
Well, what was interesting about the story that came out today, Mike Florio came out and said that the Jacksonville Jaguars have interviewed Zach Wilson not once, but twice. And 5 interviews that they've had, 2 times with Zach Wilson, which means they're very intrigued and very interested in Zach Wilson.
And the Jaguars QB coach, Brian Schottenheimer, has also spent time with John Beck as well about Wilson. Beck was a guy that's worked with Zach Wilson. So
it is very, very interesting. And if Zach Wilson does go on, and it reminds me of the draft with Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was the predominant number 1 pick, and Baker Mayfield went 1 when nobody thought Baker Mayfield was going to go on. Nobody thought Baker was a first-round draft talent. They thought he was a second-round draft pick, and Baker went number 1, surprised the country. Were they wrong about Baker? As of right now, no. Baker has really been successful with the Browns, with talented teams, obviously. Now, finally, with a coach that actually knows what he's doing. It's very interesting moving forward if Zach Wilson goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars, then Trevor Lawrence falls to the Jets, and again, the Jets get a guy that nobody would have thought in their wildest dreams would have fell to him. Even though a lot of Jet fans and a lot of people think that Zach Wilson is the guy and he fits the mold, and this offense better than any one of the quarterbacks that are available in this year's draft class. So
I would be very surprised if that does happen. I think we all would. The thing that really bothers me,
I was surprised Sam Darnold went to the Jets. Nobody would have thought he would fall to the Jets.
Well, look, you saw the Cleveland Browns owner hugging Sam Darnold's parents at his pro day, so there's that. The thing that bothers me the most is I know Chris Sims had his rankings come out. Well, look, you say, oh boy,
please.
Look at the last 5 years from Chris Sims. He's gotten every ranking right, but the Daniel one. He put Wilson ahead of Lawrence. He actually put Lawrence 4th on that list behind Jones and Fields. The thing that bothers me the most is about people say, oh, who was Zach Wilson's competition? Who was on Zach Wilson's team? Well, who was on Josh Allen's team in Wyoming? Who was his competition? Who was Colin Kaepernick's competition? It's not about the competition. It's not about who's on his team. I mean, look, Zach Wilson threw to grad students. Trevor Lawrence threw to first and second round prospects. It's about the coaching.
He is a Zach Wilson lover, Speedy. This guy is in love with this man.
No, I'm sticking up for Wilson because people that are coming out and saying, who was his competition? Let me ask you, who was Josh Allen's competition at Wyoming?
It doesn't make why is it that all these Jet fans who just scream about Zach Wilson and now people are comparing him to Patrick Mahomes? It's ridiculous.
I never said
that. BYU, how is there a comparison there? There's nothing. There's no comparison whatsoever. And all of a sudden, Zach Wilson is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, I'm so tired of it.
I'm sticking up.
He might be the guy. Who knows?
No, but I'm sticking up for Zach only because what annoys me is they say the competition level. And again, Josh Allen played at Wyoming, which is the same thing as you could actually make the case BYU played harder teams than Wyoming did. But yet it's all about the coaching, right? The coaching is what's going to get that quarterback to the next level, regardless of who they pick. Doesn't matter.
Disagree.
That's what it is.
It has a lot to do with the player and the talent out there. And Zach Wilson,
coach the player right,
let's see Zach Wilson play in the SEC. Let's see Zach Wilson play in the Big Ten and the Pac-12. Let's see him play in those divisions, and then we'll talk. Okay,
well, how come Josh Allen was successful?
Well, Josh Allen is a different beast. He's a lot bigger, he's a lot stronger, and a lot faster.
Actually, look at the speed-wise. Wilson, actually, they say has a faster rate than Allen does.
I beg to differ.
And he's actually more elusive in the pocket than Allen is.
Well, he also played for BYU, and that's a huge difference. Anyways,
Allen played for Wyoming.
Well,
so.